Welcome back to another episode of Hefe's World, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. We're doing the Raw preview episode. On tap, they got confirmed the War Raiders will defend their titles against JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. I firmly believe the War Raiders will win this match. Um, I think the Judgment Day's time is winding down. I believe Liv and Raquel will probably split and go their own separate way from the group. Finn will most likely go into a singles run again. Same with Dominic. As far as JD and Carlito, I'm not sure what's going to happen to them. I feel like they'll get more pushed towards the background. JD may eventually get moved back to NXT. But who knows? We'll see. I'm more than sure the Judgment Day will be a thing of the past by the end of WrestleMania season. I don't think the Judgment Day will exist any further. So we'll see what happens with that. But I firmly believe the War Raiders will win this tag team match. Also confirmed, Logan Paul is set to return to WWE. So what do we have in store for Logan Paul? Will the rumors be true? Will he call John Cena out? I'm more than positive he'll declare himself for the Royal Rumble this year. That may be all we'll get from him, and obviously a promo and him hyping up his energy drink as well. We also get Cody Rhodes. He is set to return on Raw. So I'm sure we will also see some Kevin Owens as well, as they are set to face each other this coming Saturday for the title in a ladder match. So I'm sure with Cody Rhodes returning to Raw, we will also see Kevin Owens in some form or fashion as well. Also, that was it was said, I believe, if on the Netflix premiere episode, Roman Reigns is supposed to be returning tonight to do a Ula Fala celebration. So that will be interesting. There's also supposed to be some mention of the 2K25 video game release. So be on the lookout for that in this episode. And then some things also to be on the lookout. What's next for Rhea Ripley after that huge Saturday Night main event title defense? She has officially um, claimed her stake as the number one woman on the Raw roster. She is the title holder. So what's next for her? Who? What will she do for the Elimination Chamber? Will she even have a Royal Rumble match? So I'm curious to see what direction they push Rhea in next. Also, the other champion for the men, Gunther, he retained against Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event. An excellent back and forth matchup between those two guys. So I am curious to see what's next for Gunther as far as the Royal Rumble is concerned, if he will have a match there or at the Elimination Chamber. There were rumors about Goldberg possibly coming in for this episode, but apparently those are being shut down. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if it's all just to work and Goldberg would show up. There were definitely teases he wants another match, and there were definitely seeds planted with Gunther. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets that at some point. But who knows where that will happen and if that will happen here. So I'm curious to see what's next for Gunther. I'm sure they will definitely let us know. Also, Braun Breaker successfully defended his Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus. This is Sheamus's 10th attempt to complete his circle of titles in WWE. The one title that has eluded him his entire career is the Intercontinental Championship. Um, so, with that being said, I'm curious to see what's next for Sheamus, how he is after this loss, his 10th loss for the IC title. Um, Now his career, I'm sure he definitely has a few years left, and I would love to see him get an IC title run at some point. But who knows when that will happen? I wonder if they will try and continue this feud with him and Braun Breaker. So I'm curious to see what's next for both of these men on this episode. Sheamus after his loss and Braun after his successful title defense. What's next for both of those guys? I'm curious to see. And will we finally get to see Lyra Valkyria again? She won the Intercontinental Championship, the first ever women's champion, Intercontinental champion. And I would just love to see her on the show. I would love to see her get back out there, and show the world why Hunter chose her to be the first Intercontinental Champion. We can't just let her sit in the background. We can't just let that title sit in the background. The IC title at one point in WWE was the workhorse title. The honestly, it's my favorite title over the WWE Championship. I always loved the IC title. I always loved to watch those matches. I always felt like that was the number one title, in my opinion, over the WWE title. And I would love to see, Hunter bring that back. I mean, I missed the love for that title. So I want to see Lyra in action. I want to see what's next for her this week. So hopefully we can get that. Also, Penta 2-0. He's been making his singles run so far in the WWE since his debut. So I wonder who they have on tap for him this week. I'm sure he'll get another solid victory. So we'll see what's next for Penta as well. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. I will hit y'all with the results episode after the show. Until then, just remember, this is Hefe's World, and y'all just living in it. I'll see y'all next time.